All right. So I'm back on this video. I'm creating a moment of it's a date. It's a date. Okay. So I'm gonna read a couple of cards, and I think I did a video before, but I didn't save the video, so I gotta do it again. If you're interested in booking a service to help someone support themselves in learning how to sell, make, bake, and create my product brand products, or they're trying to affiliate my products, or they're trying to multi-level build with you with 3 or more groups of people that are joining my singles club, this is the date part where it's events, therapy, or singles dating, speed dating, 3 dates, 5 dates dad, 10 dates dad, 90 days to love, 155 dates to love, whatever you want to call it. You can book services on my website to get to be supportive to someone else who wants to do these things as well as what I'm doing after they've signed up for my singles club. They can make money to build for a cause or to rescue date. Maybe they're in a situation where someone's battering them and they want to move out of the country. So they'll sign up for mentorship economics. I teach them how to sell, make, bake, and create my product line, products, services. They can raise the money, set a deadline. They can not only set the deadline for their contract to possibly raise a certain amount of money. After they do that, what happens is I will allow them to book the date to get matched after they've raised the money that they signed up to do. The speed dating just helps you connect with other people who possibly are singles, single parents, or single separated, okay? I'm not always the date. I am not always the date to sit at your chair. Maybe you have another date you want to offer a chair for your speed dating, private mobile dating that I set up for you. Maybe you want to invite other single parents who got other kids just like you. Maybe you want to find another open tabletop relationship type of person who want to sit at the table with you. Okay? So this is just one it's a date card game that I picked up. And there are other things that I would offer, like the 5 shoe brand strategy, which allows you to pick a pair of shoes. No matter, it doesn't have a specific order, but if you want to make it in order, you can do that according to the strategy you choose to help you raise money to build for a cause or rescue dating. The 5 shoe brands is, and no, I am not affiliated with none of these shoe brand organizations. I have not joined their organizations. I just use these 5 shoes to help other people share the story amongst their journey, and they can use this 5 shoe brand strategy to obtain their goals in raising money to help them build for a cause and rescue date. Okay, so those 5 shoes are Adidas, Converse, Pumas, Vans, and Nike. Okay, you can arrange them in a certain order if you want to help you raise money according to my strategy. You could take adventures on Pumas. You could work with somebody on different jobs, like 1099 gigs that maybe do a specific thing to raise money, maybe fundraising. You could come Converse at the fire pit and have moments at the fire pit where you want to see change. You want to have conversations to help the community evolve. You can have a moment of reconciliation to change your relationships, to bring change and grow a relationship or detach from a relationship. So you got Pumas for the adventures. You got Adidas for maybe you want to have a high life hangover and a date night. You could be booking a service where you're doing a tailgating or a movie night or a game night or a adventure. I don't know. You could be pretty much doing anything on Adidas. We know that means sex all day, but not every Adidas is meant to be on the sexual thing, but it might be sports. So you can book a sports thing where you fundraising to raise money for people to build for a cause. That's all in my nonprofit. Yes, I don't have board members, but we use the fundraising. I can use the fundraising activities and sports activities to help other people. So if you want me to put that together for you, we can do that. You got a crowd of people who want to raise money together, you can do that. And then you have converses, like I said, converse at the fire pit, make, bake, and create at the fire pit, making my tropical treats or any other foods. Maybe you want to raise money like a Girl Scouts or a Boy Scout type thing. So I actually have my own product line that I'm trying to rebirth or whatever. You can do that at the fire pit. You can come together to voice your opinion about what you think that you want to see change. Converses, Adidas, Pumas, Vans. Vans is to help you build for a cause. Build for a cause is meant to help you use shipping containers and the shipping container model to, like I said, not be jobless and not be homeless. Maybe you want to not pay mortgage rates when it comes to what it is you're working on. Okay. Build for a cause is also used to build relationships for partnerships. That's love and collaborative opportunities. When it comes to this third party thing where you guys think you have an open relationship, if you're not introducing your spouse or your partner up front, for me personally, if it's not done where I can actually be comfortable in that situation, I'm not going to want to do it. But if you bring that situation to a table and you give people the opportunity to meet, then it eliminates the problems that could arise in a later situation. So for me, I prefer it like that. Conversations that brings people together. If you try to be sneaky and double up with your mate and y'all on a amber spyglass or a taking refuge and you're trying to be sneaky and pull the wool over someone's eyes, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be exposed and broken apart. Your union will be broken because I got higher beings that respect what I hold near to my heart, and God will break you if you try to break me and pull the wool over my eyes. So I don't operate like that. I will totally ignore you if you don't do it right. So use that moment to bring those groups together as well. But I'm just giving you how I see it according to how I want to do it with my membership, Singles Club. And I say do it that way because it makes other people comfortable when you can make them comfortable, and then we don't have to have the drama within the process of my program. So It's a Date becomes more relaxed, more calming, more related or relative to, you know, the comfortability of what you expect to do. This is not a swingers club. It's a singles club. So if I build a community for my singles separated, and my single parents, I don't want to invite people in who's trying to be messy and beefy, and they're beefing up situations in the midst of our community. We're trying to bring peace to the community. We're trying to bring change and growth and comfortability. We don't want to make people feel a certain way about who they are. We're not here to make someone feel bad about being singled out and making a singles antisocial club. I'm not building an antisocial club. I built a singles club for people to come together, not be separable or inseparable, okay? But to be inseparable. Not to be separated, but to come together and want to not be separated, inseparable, okay? So if that's something you're interested in, I think I said the first few shoes, and Nike is the last one. So you have Pumas, Adidas, Converse, Vans, and Nike, and Adidas, okay? The Nike is, hey, I found a social event and I connected with other people. Now, what you do with the other person on a soulmate thing or a collaborative pair, that's totally up to you. I'm just trying to create the avenue for you to put yourselves in an environment to social network or be a part of a social network mixing event that allows you to find other people who want the same things you want. I'm not about stripping people apart. I'm not about disconnecting people or children from their parents. You've got to do things in decency and respect to other people, or else we'll always have problems in the community. So you could go browning and be totally fine if that's what you want to do. You could go soulmate with your partner if you found love and your situation, but I'm telling you, when it comes to my events therapy and the services I provide, I don't like drama. So don't bring the drama to me. If you can't introduce your girl and you on an open relationship or a red tabletop situation, then that's drama coming to my singles club, and I don't want that, because then you're going to try to make someone feel bad about something, and that's the whole point of the relationship events therapy, is to be able to bring the problem to the table and say, hey, me too, I've done that, I've gone through that, and I don't feel bad now because I learned my lesson and God gave me the ability to bring this opportunity or platform to a table of people who say, hey, me too, I've been through that, I know how this feels and I know how that made me feel. So I want to present that I've been through these moments where people go through relationships and shit happens. And I've never been married, no, ever. But I've seen families in my family go through stuff, and God is using me to help them come back together, or to be, not really come back together, but to understand their purpose in their relationships and those connections, and through purpose in life. So they don't believe that a young one, and I'm a woman, not a child, who can guide them by the Holy Spirit, can help them. So I'm going to prove to you by giving you an opportunity to book my services. I'm going to do the videos on my little created scenarios that you can understand. If I opt you in for me to pay you to do a service, it's just to help me build my portfolio. It's just helpful to help other people understand why I'm trying to get people to raise money with me, for me, not just for me, but for themselves, who's not scared to tell their true story about how they ended up maybe homeless, how they ended up as a refugee, how they ended up as a married couple struggling because they're cheating on each other, or because they're a business class and they choose to marry into the light of love through businessship, and it's a business partnership. Okay, I don't like the faking, phony platonic relationships, which is a business relationship. But some people can find love and get it done and it not be a problem. It's just my preference not to do that. But if I find someone that I can actually truly work with, I'm just giving you examples of what I'm able and capable of doing that helps you feel comfortable. And this is one of them, okay? So I just gave you a little rundown on PGF, Pilot Ground Flight, and 5 Shoe Brand Strategy, and how it works with what I'm putting back together, which is my business flow of things. And yesterday, Saturday, Recharge Faith Moment, I did that first on the first video. This half of the video is literally just meant to draw more clientele, share with people what I actually set up originally, and how I'm trying to build and leverage the relationships, the partnerships, the services, and the products to be able to build for a cause, rescue build for a cause, and rescue date, collaborative opportunities, and love. Okay, so this is one date card. I'm gonna give like a few examples of these date cards, so you can actually book the dates knowing that when you book the service, you're supporting the cause to help someone build a house or a container business, tiki bar and brunch for me, for my small business, and or a house out of containers on an owned and financed plot of land, as well as help other people to do the same. There are a lot of homeless people. There are a lot of people on waiting lists on Section 8. There's a lot of people out here that's going through transitions from jail, prison, and they need help. There's a lot of veterans out here who have chosen to go bucket list because they don't have a place to stay, or because they chose to bucket list because it's better for their families to just enjoy life on Browning than to be suffering because they go through things and they're challenged. Okay, so you know, and there's people like me who's disabled and are tired of getting fired from jobs, tired of being discriminated against, tired of being disconnected and misunderstood. So I want you to feel welcomed. I don't want you to feel like you've been pushed out like I have. And they're constantly doing it. They're getting paid to do it. They're getting paid to unalive me. They're getting paid to do these things that come against me to keep me down. But it doesn't work. I still keep going. So we're going to use these date night cards in just a second. I'm going to do this quick video, and then I'm going to hopefully go pick up me a date and do a service and maybe I'll see if I can do a recording of it so y'all can have an idea. I usually don't record on my live videos for private dates because it deflects the fact that it's a private date. It might be a blind date, and I may not want you to understand my private date with them. They might not want to be videoed. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is another test of God's faith, that recharging your faith can build a business or a marketplace business within the storyline that God has challenged you in your life. And this is a part of it for me that I put together that helps me connect with new people for many different reasons. And I enjoy like my private dates. Most of them are sportsmen. Some of them, are musicians, music stars, music people that I knew. I enjoy my company with the people I grew up with. I enjoy like connecting with people that want to actually get to know me. I'm not interested in the fake relationships though, so don't mess up my aura trying to tell me God is not capable of blessing you beyond measure because you've sinned this much, or you've cheated with a married man, or because you are a part of a third party situation, or because you're just a loner and you don't fit in. God is capable of giving you a business that shows that his promises for you are yes and amen. And no, I'm not my older sister who possibly did this before with someone else. No, I'm not my little sister who also is open to the same thing. I'm the one that's singled out, separated, had a kid, disabled, but I don't live by my disability. I don't make excuses. So I find things to do and make money. And I love the strategy behind the strength of my scars. Okay? So I'm gonna read some of these date cards, and it looks like it's about to rain. I hope it don't. I'm gonna read some of these date cards real quick. On this particular one, it says time, length, and cost. Anytime 1 and 2 hours, $40 to $80. The cost may change in between the time of this card because maybe the challenge is different. Maybe things change based on the products that we use. The challenge on this card says challenge your date to a little flirty competition. Head to your local bowling alley, mini golf, pool hall, go-kart track, or a place to play some classic games. Yard parties for me is what I present for what I'm doing for yard parties, tailgating, high life hangovers, right? So you can do any of those things, live games, for my services. So you don't have to go to any of these places to do those things under Puma activities. You can get me to book the service for you. You can buy the service. You can get me to set up the service on a pop-up at a beach, park, or a lake. And it says, if you are looking to ante up, make a friendly wager. So, exactly what I said. If you team up with your team under my singles club, what happens is you'll multi-level market the strategy of my strategy, but you'll do it by your purpose. Okay? So, fundraising, outreach, and whatever your purpose is. So I would basically let you use my strategy, but you would use your purpose to make the money. Okay? So the yard parties and events may be good, and it may stay the same. But anything specific that you do, you may sell different product, you may educate something different, and that you will earn extra income doing. Okay? So that's one date night. Shop for the cause. Okay, so I sell products too, and I make products, and yes, I'm trying to bring everything back together. So you can pretty much join a singles club and shop, or set up herbal teas. You can mix your own with different groups, other singles. You could also affiliate my products and my services. The next line to this says there are many local charities you can donate. Find one you both like and set a budget and shop together for your shared cause. So build for a cause and rescue dating allows you to do those things. Okay? So the rest of it says whether you're buying toys for kids or a blanket for animals for the animal shelter, connect over the simple act of giving back. Okay? So again, you can allow people to donate to build for a cause by helping you sell those products and services, and y'all could do something good together. Okay, that's another date. It might cost you $20 to do that. Maybe, maybe not. All right, it's a date. The next card says nighttime. It might cost up to $50. Maybe it might change. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Curl up with a cheesy romance novel or your favorite love story online. Take turns reading it. Make it fun by voicing the characters or acting out the scene. It's like taking a game night. Okay, so I do the host of game nights too if you want to. You could do charades. You could do themed charades like we used to do back in the day, me and my homegirl and our little clique from school. We used to do high life hangovers and, you know, tailgating for homecoming stuff for college. So I put a little thing together called High Life Hangover. You can book it, cosplay it, charade it. You can pretty much play any yard party game or in-house party as well. With my business services again. This is all a part of High Life Hangover events, therapy, dates and game nights, movie nights. This is literally a card that someone probably made off of, you know, that which can be done without me, without my services. But I tailored it to my services because apparently my services are obviously exactly the same thing on the card. So it worked out just fine. It says, pair your novel with a delicious cocktail before channeling your inner Romeo and Juliet. So, you can buy these. You can buy my teas. You can buy, and yes, these drinks that I be drinking, I'm not sponsored to share them, but I share things that I know people actually buy into because they are sponsored. And they are the ones that actually help put out the brand of that product. So me creating my own wines, my own line of marijuana, and these drinks that I'm trying, that I be on or whatever, I like to promote them because those are people that I know who either created them or I know that they, you know, put them out to some degree. Okay, so pretty much what I'm saying is, my products and my services to allow you to apply this date night is exactly what the card says. I have a menu for it. You can buy it. You can book it. You can add it to your service, okay? So, it's just telling you how to have a good date. That's it. Alright, the next date card could be a time for bake-off. So, I bake, right? Tropical treats. You can bake infused. Let me pause for a second and tell you how if you book a membership, if you become a member of 250, College Student 250, even if you're not a college student and you're just, maybe you're like me, you didn't graduate college and you started a small business because you didn't complete college. Okay, well, you can book membership 250 and learn how to infuse brownies, Oreos, which are bagels or donuts or whatever you want to call them, and other tropical treats that I make and help you make money and have fun on a date night. Okay, you can either bake off together, which is what this card is saying, or you can affiliate the product and make money with me. Multi-level marketing. Okay, it says pick a dessert you each want to make and head to the store and buy the ingredients. Opt in to use what you have at home. Technically, sometimes it's pantry food where I come from. Sometimes I make on the spot ice creams like I've done before. Sometimes we run out of groceries and we only have so much left. So you find things like, hey, I want to bake a banana bread. You only got bananas and strawberries, so let's bake a banana, strawberry, banana nut bread. Okay? So those are just things you can do at home to have a bake-off. And it says determine how you should share the oven and workspace. Bonus to sabotage the pick a kitchen tool your partner cannot use or surprise the ingredient or a surprise ingredient they must add to their recipe. Okay, so pretty much it's just teaching you how to spice your date up. Again, this is things that you can do with my services on date night for events therapy, on date night for people who just having a random pickup or meet up or date, High Life Hangover date. Again, I'm gonna give you the example. High Life Hangover for me in college, beyond my high school, grade school, graduation years, all of that up until adulthood was just boot up moments. and we have parties and we hang out. You know what I mean? Like simple stuff. But for me, the best one for me was homecoming weekend tailgating, where we come together for games and we make foods, we pregame, we drink. But this one incident was just, you know, where we go get other people to come chill with us at our house and have a hangover. So we bake stuff, infused products like brownies and stuff, and we sleep over at each other's house, have a hangover. So you have a service you can book under memberships. You can book memberships $5.50 for singles, and other singles with 2 or more people. Each one of you will pay that fee, $6.50. Depends on the circumstance and the situation. You could possibly break it down. If it just depends on the circumstance, okay? Every situation is different, so I can't say that for everybody. But technically, if you wanted to come together and you wanted a real high life hangover date, have you ever seen that movie Hangover? With the guys in the movie, they took a trip to Vegas with their friends for a guy's night out for the honeymoon and for the guy phase of the, what they call it, not a honeymoon, but it's like where the guys hang out or whatever for right before they get married. Okay, so it's the same thing. So we get together and we have movie night, game night, whatever. And who knows? We're all chipping in for a bigger cause, a healthier cause, because all my products are natural, healthy, and organic. Most of them are. Okay? So you paying into good service, good food, and if you present it in enough time, you'll get exactly what this bake-off says. A lot of fun, good food, and to spice the date up, so you'll have a lot of fun once you're done cooking it. Okay? So you'll be on a high life hangover. So you might be high as hell, or you might be drunk, but it's okay. It's okay to have an actual tailgating, to get together, pick a jersey, go for a team, kick back, movie night, game night, eating good food, you know, infused or not, depends on what you want. Okay? And you baked it, you cooked it, you created something that makes sense, right? Cool. So you spice the date up. It can cost you between, it says it can cost you between this, but it really just depends on the products and services that you book on my site. Okay? So the next one, hop in a car and use a public transportation to take a day trip to a nearby city or a city you've never visited. So sometimes, this is another thing, this is the reason why we have High Life Hangover, and I'm trying to get more people to book, because what you book into my services and you get a High Life Hangover date is a private escape date. It helps other people build for a cause and save money to build for a cause, shipping container homes and or locations. Okay, me and mines, we used to go to different hotels, really nice hotels, and just hang out, get some fresh air in different areas, you know, relax, build time together, rekindle the relationship, stuff like that. Okay, so I enjoy stuff like that. And this card is just telling you to go somewhere and spend the time, the quality time that you need, so that you can build the connection that you need. Okay, next date card. Who has more expensive taste? Create a blind date taste test to see who can tell the difference between cheaper or more expensive products. So use my product line, for instance. Create a product where you can pretty much use, let me give you, for instance, you can pretty much use my tropical treats, for instance. Maybe I use a particular organic product versus a French location or an Italian location that might cook a certain way using a certain ingredient in my products versus their products. And we get together on a date night that allows you to see the difference between the richness or the organicness of the actual product. Okay, that's a good dope ass date, I think, because it challenges you to kind of like get to know a person and help them train you on what it is they think you're challenging yourself to learn, because I'm always open to learning, or to cultivate into a new version of you. Okay, it's about the ring, so I'm gonna pause there on my videos. Okay, I don't want my phone to get messed up. This is the moment of the High Life Hangover dates for anyone who wants to book a date. Okay, I gotta go because it's starting to rain. Bye.